Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play New Legend of Zelda Mini 1. I am Nitro6003. Today, we are going to get the white sword, the blue ring, the bow, the magical shield, and see what else other trouble we can get ourselves into. So I would highly recommend starting to clear off some of these screens to your left, because the white sword in this quest is very, very heavily guarded. It is not like in the first and second New Legend of Zelda, where it's pretty easy to get. I mean, it is challenging. It's not a joke to get in New Legend of Zelda 1 and 2, but it's much easier than this one. So on this screen here, if you move this almost out of your way, is a 10 rupee secret. So we're going to start saving up for that blue ring, and we are going to get the blue ring prior to going to the white sword. And here's a 30. The blue ring costs 200 rupees in this quest. And while we have the rupees in hand, let's get ourselves the magical shield so we can stop the Zora fireballs. Alright, so there's the magic shield. That's one of the items we need. So now we have to start getting ourselves enough money to get the blue ring. And just to remind you that the fairy fountain does refill both life and magic. So you don't have to go searching for magic containers. So now we're going to start going to the left on that bottom path. And I'm going to just try to get the enemies down to 1 per screen. I may or may not have to go back and forth to the fairy fountain. We'll see. But if I can get the enemies down to 1, that would be helpful. And there is a door repair charge on this screen. And I would highly recommend you don't go after the white sword until you have at least gotten some of these enemies down on some of these more dangerous screens here. Because it is, as I said, very, very highly guarded in this quest. But at least now I can block the Zora fireballs, which is helpful. But since the enemies over there take at least a heart of damage or more, I would stay away from there if I were you until you get the blue ring. And I'm also short on bombs, so let's grab some bombs. Oh, that's arrows. Bombs is next door to the left. So this will hurt us a little bit as far as our money grinding, but we might as well stock up on bombs. Alright, so let us, now that we have bombs, we can at least open up the shop that has the blue ring. We only have 12 rupees, but that'll change. Going through some of these screens here. And there's a bomb drop. It always happens like that, right? As soon as you don't need bombs, that's when you start getting the drops. So now that we have full health, let's see if we can't start weaning off some more enemies on that white sword path. And maybe we might be able to get it without the blue ring, but it's going to be really hard. Especially when you get to the blue moblins, which are coming up. Alright, so let's see what we can do as far as... So this is what I was talking about. At least get it down to one enemy. Alright, let's go back to the fairy fountain. You can see how much damage I took just trying to get through that one screen over there. And then there's another screen just like it. And you can't get into level 2 without the bow, so that's why we're going to get the bow too. So let us continue on here. And any extra money I can get is helpful. So remember, I left one enemy on most screens now en route to the white sword, but then there's the white sword screen itself that has quite a few enemies too. Alright, so now we're going to go to the left. And like I said, now that there's less enemies, it should be a little easier. And now there's only one enemy on this screen, which makes it a little easier. So this is where the white sword is. And as I said, it's highly guarded. Alright, so there's item number 2. And you know what? I'm gonna get myself out of here now. Because if you don't need to be someplace, if it's not conducive to you, especially we don't have the bow either, so we can't really do anything in that neck of the woods anyway. So now we'll start saving up for that blue ring. And if I could just make it to the fairy fountain, that would be fantastic. But it is not going to be easy. Because I'm a one-shot kill from pretty much everything. But I think I'll make it. Alright, so full health. We got 2 items so far. And now with the white sword, this grinding should go a little easier because the enemies only take 1 shot instead of 2 and 3 and 4. Alright, so let's go open up the blue ring shop. And I'll show you where that is. And you need, I believe, quite a few rupees to get the bow, too. I believe you need 80 to get the bow. But now that we have the magic shield, things will be a little easier for us. So, not going to enter level 2 in this part. Probably will save it for the next part. And here's just levers. And now you'll see this goes a little bit faster. And now I don't have to worry as much about killing all the levers. So this is where the blue ring is. So blue ring, magic book, and 60 rupee super bomb. So at least you don't have to look for the magic book in this quest. You just have to buy it. And there is a level on that screen. We'll be getting back to that later. So if we go into this cave, as I showed you last time, this is where you're going to find the bow. And you know what? We might as well pick up the enemy bait, because we'll probably need that too at some point. And now we're just going to go in a circle and try to save up enough money for the bow. So 80 rupees for the bow. And I do want to save the rupee secrets, and I'll tell you why in just a second. I want to save the rupee secrets because there's big items that we have to get later, and it's more expensive than, you know, the blue ring and stuff like that. So it'll save on the grinding later on. So we'll get all the money secrets in one fell swoop. So just killing some Tektites here. You know what? I only have 10, 11 rupees, so there you see in the 2 mini quests, you do not need to look out for wallets. So there is no wallet upgrade in this quest. I know one of these bushes is burnable. So just going through some of these screens again, trying to get whatever money I can get. And right now the enemies are being really stingy. Really, really stingy. Really, really stingy. I think even in my playthrough of New Legend of Zelda 1 and 2, they weren't this stingy. At least having the white sword makes killing the enemies easier, even if they're stingy. By the way, level 5 is just above us, up there. And you need the ladder to get there, obviously. Let's continue in this little circle and hope for less stinginess from the enemies. And the next part I may have to resort to the money secrets, but let's see what happens. If I don't get lucky for the rest of this part and the enemies continue to remain stingy, I might just take the opportunity to use some money secrets to help out a little bit. Because I don't want the grinding to take too long. So now that I have 50 rupees, still need another 30 to get the bow. And I might just save up for the bow now and do the the blue ring in the next part. Because you need the bow to get into level 2. And I want to try to get level 2 done in the next part, so I'll use whatever money secrets I have to get the blue ring and then go from there. Come on, enemies, stop being so stingy. You know you like dropping money from me. Even ones are better than nothing. And I've maxed out bombs. So now I only need 20 rupees. I mean, just a couple of 5s would do it. I think in my history of playing Zelda Classic, I don't think I've ever seen the enemies this stingy. There's a 5. Alright. Not that much more to go now to get the bow. Now, if I can get 2 5s, I'll be there. So we are maxed out on bombs. Alright, there's a 5. Oh, there we go. Oh, now they're dropping money. So let's go get the bow and call it a part. Because like I said, you need the bow anyway to get into level 2. And I am maxed out on bombs and almost maxed out on arrows. See if I can get some money from these levers first. All right, so join me next time as we continue grinding up for the blue ring, and we will go through level 2 as well and see what we can do from there. I am Nitro6003. See you guys later.